Hello and welcome, you amazing person. It is I, the Manic Gaming Guy. Welcome back to this series that we've got going on, the Automation... Why do I say the first? It always throws it off. Automation, the Car Company Tycoon game tutorial. Today we'll be working on the side and the back. I haven't thought of any super tips yet, but if I think of any along the way, I'll let you know. So, shouldn't be too hard, this one. The side is normally not much detail to think about. You've got the indicator that tends to sit on this quarter panel here. Anything will do the trick. I kind of don't mind this one, I guess. We'll put it in there. Make the size a bit smaller. Maybe make it a bit more squished. I think flip it around backwards. Something like that would be okay. And then with these ones, they do stick out quite a lot. So up to you if you really want it sticking out that far. I tend to not. And I tend to do something like this and get rid of that chrome. That chrome is... There's problems all over. That's what that chrome is. Which one is it? Is it crocodile we want? Crocodile or whatever. Crocodile? Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Let's just put a little bit of a black trim on that. Very good. We've got the wordings. I'll show you how to do that in a later video. We also want to be putting a fuel cap on this car. You get some options. I've got some other tricks to use these fuel caps, which I'll show you at a later date. A lovely little trick we learned from... Oh, that's not worked well, is it? Let's put it maybe about here. Is it cutting okay now? It doesn't like being on that crease. I tend to like putting them on the crease because it just gives it a bit more of a look to it. I don't think it looks right there. Maybe up here, I think, is probably about right. Yeah, we'll put it there. And yeah, anyway, a little tip from Filman86. As you can tell, I watch too many of these videos, probably. No, not such a thing. You cannot watch too many videos. Get one of these little scoops. Put it on there. Make it super small. Move it to the edge. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh yeah, because it's so... It thinks it's ginormous still. They need to sort out some of the coding in this game, I tell you. Move it to the edge. Not all cars would have this, but some cars do have like a little flap for you to be able to lift up that fuel cap thing. Yeah, that would do. Just a small detail, which I was meant to add at a different stage, but yeah, it works. I kind of don't like the way that fuel cap's working. I don't normally pick that one. We'll just go pick a different one just because it's really winding me up. I think it's got to always do it, isn't it? Oh well. That one looks even worse. Don't know what's going on there. I don't know why. Oh, I bet I do. I know what's going on there. It's probably because I've got 3D materials underneath and they're trying to poke through. Okay, we'll maybe sort that out on another date. For now, that looks fine. Other detail you're going to need is door handles. Okay, here's a fun tip for you. Door handles. They don't always have to be your standard handles. So you've got these handles here, which, you know, they look all right. They go on. They look pretty normal and standard. But some people have flush doors. And I'm going to show you a little thing I like to do. So if you get the standard piece like this, which tends to be for, well, anything really. You can use it just for like little tiny details, but we're going to be using it as like a little place where you would have a latch to make it about the right size visually. Let's go connect it to the edge of this. I think it would be maybe a little bit narrower and maybe a little bit wider. And make sure it's mirrored. It is. So touch that to the edge there, and is it more panel work? Trying to... Really not liking the 3D-ness at the moment, is it? You don't normally get these problems. Maybe it's the body that I'm using and it's not being happy with what I'm doing. I'm not going to go too, like I said, I'm not going too crazy with the details stuff because I don't want to waste too much of your time. You get the idea. Okay, that does work sometimes. I don't know why it's not working today. Maybe it's... Oh, okay, now I just broke it. Yeah, I just broke it. One sec. Yeah, I don't know why it's being funny buggers. I've been guessing it's just because there's stuff behind it. It's the only thing I can think of. Make it a bit smaller. And then a bit wider again. Put it in. I might end up deleting that on a different stage. But that's the idea. I know it looks terrible at the moment, but trust me, when it works, it looks alright. Obviously, it's not working, so we're just going to delete that and just slap in one of these quickly. I kind of like the ones we accidentally picked out there. I think they worked really well. And yeah, look, you can just see the stuff underneath popping through. But the thing is, I think maybe if I went up... Yes, there we go. So we went up a layer because the other one is also 2D. It took over the priority rights and made itself... made the other bits disappear, which is okay. It's still getting sketchy lines, aren't we? Well, that's just my computer. Who knows? So there we go. There's your first 3 details we want to be putting on. And obviously, we've already done the wing mirrors. We would have done that, but I've showed that in a different video when we also lined up the mirrors. So hopefully you're following along the series. If you are, hello. Welcome back. Anything I'm missing, please just put them in the description and we'll do it. Okay, side skirts. Now, side skirts. You can pick a 3D model, like a square or something, and just make it big. You can sometimes just get one of the bumper bars, make them a 3D model, lower them. But we have found recently that someone's uploaded this mod, which is just lots of car parts. I'm guessing they've copied and pasted it from somewhere. And on here, there are some skirts and bits that I'm going to try and use. Now, I did break my car once trying to put these on and put the camera off center. So if that happens to you, you know what it was. It was trying to use one of these parts. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet, but I'm just trying to look out for the side skirts. That looks like a simple side skirt there. I wanted something a bit more fancier though. Now I did find a different side skirt that was quite fancy. Just didn't quite line up right, but we'll use it anyway. Which one should we go for? This one? That one? We'll try this one. Okay, right, tip of these ones, don't put it on your normal side. You normally work on the car on this side. I found out it's best to put these on the opposite side and then make them 3D. You can put the snap on just to turn it so it's sideways perfectly. And then we'll just go to mirror it. That should be there now. And then hopefully they line up right. Yeah, they're still lining up. That's good. And then, yeah, just put this in place. Make it the right size. Give me a few seconds, please. And I know the colours don't match up and some of the panels aren't going to be perfect. I kind of like that lip there now, actually. Kind of adds more detail. And then I tend to line my bottom of my car up no lower than these flaps that stick up. You got to think you got travel in the suspension. You don't want it, unless your suspension's that tight. You don't really want to be ruining it too much. Now, I wonder if I can get it to match the curve of the car. I'm probably going to be overdoing it now with this body. It does look quite good at the back though. And it does look not too bad there. And it does almost line up to that. It's like it was made for it. I do need to go a bit wider. It's one of those fiddly things again. Depending how long you spend on it, it's depending how long it's going, how well it's going to look. I'm quite happy with that. Doesn't fit the door perfectly, but you know, it is what it is. So all we got to do now is just paint this the same color as the car. And one of the reasons I use the primary color, guys, is because if I ever edit that color, it's going to edit the whole car pieces. You know, I won't have to do them all individually again. It'll all just work fine. Yeah, I kind of like that. Like I say, it's up to you how you do it, but I think that works. It is clipping the door though, isn't it? So I think I'm going to have to bring it in a little bit so it stops clipping the door maybe. Oh, but then I do lose some detail. Where's the bottom of the door? There. Oh, it's not far off from clipping the door. So we just move it down a little bit. There's the door. A bit too low now? I think it's a little bit too low, so I'm going to have to adjust. There's me just rambling on now. This isn't top tip, is it, anymore? It's just watch this guy talk to himself as he lines up bodywork. I'm just going to have to go a bit higher, I think, than the door is itself. Bring it in a little bit. Not that much. Anyway, you get the idea, guys. You get the idea. You can still body panels and stick them on and make it yourself and just tidy them up. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Anyway, let's go jump onto the back now. And we'll just talk about this one. So, I do need to readjust my mirror. My wing. I think about there. Looks natural. These things that I put in can be put on the boot now, please. And they're kind of not the right shape or angle anymore. I'm going to need to try and put them square quickly for you guys. Oh, grab the angles. Grab the angles. I probably should have saved this at a different time. This is tedious. Tedious work. We enjoy it. We enjoy the fun. Okay, then we've got to change the angle of that a bit. Actually look in the right place. I've got to get used to doing that again. I had a broken mouse for a while and I wasn't able to center it. So now I'm used to not using the center key button at all. Yeah, that looks about right. Oh, and I forgot my weird little thing that I put in. Yum. Small details, people, will make the car look amazing. And more natural. That'll do. I do need to obviously square it up. It's not in the right axis, but it tidies it up. It tidies it up. So tail lights. Again, you can go to that amazing tutorial where they cut out the shape and they fill it all in. Or you can use a standard one and just slap it on there. There's not many good standard ones. Oh, these actually look quite good. Quite boy racery. Put them in. We're obviously going to have to prioritize these. Let's go slap them on 4 because nothing really ever covers them up. Get the angle right for what we want. I think we can come in a bit. Then let's have a look. Sometimes it's worth zooming out and checking on the car that way. Don't look too bad. I think maybe they're meant to be a bit bigger. But the game doesn't really... Okay, that'll do. Yeah. Am I covering up the boot a little bit too much? No, I think that's okay. There you go. There's your boot detail. Again, we can put some bigger bumpers on. I recommend getting your mouldings on there. I always pick the same ones. Okay, let's not pick exactly the same one this time. Get my mirrored back on. Click that in. Unmirror. Make it... Why are you doing that? Just make it bigger. Prioritize so it gets rid of things underneath. That might look quite good or spaced out. You don't have to use these just for license plates. They do also make good detail. There we go. That's that sorted. Right. You notice these are clipping through. You go to your body moldings. You click this thing and you put it in place. Sometimes you're going to get the problem where it hangs low or it sticks out or it's just not quite doing what it's meant to be doing. Let's make it transparent. There you go. It's still doing its job of cutting out the thing, the holes for your single exhaust. I don't know why that's duplicated then. That means I can unduplicate the hole as well. Unmirror it, sorry. There we go. Make that a bit bigger. I tend to never make these 3D bigger. I tend to stick to the 2D and make them like that. And then a ridiculously dual exhaust there. Would look quite nice in the center, I think, for this car. So I'm going to do that. We'll move this over to the lock point. Grab this, move it over to the locked point. Oh, move it up, apparently. Yeah, there we go. That will do. The exhaust is now cut out. You can get really geeky with the back exhaust. You can put all bumper trim on. Obviously, you're going to want to put your badges on if you plan to put badges on. By law in the UK, if you're making a UK car, you need 3 rear tail lights. That's normally done either one on the back of here or inside the boot. Yeah, inside the boot would be quite cool on this one, actually, wouldn't it? Let's do that. Let's do the inside the boot one. Normally this would probably be trimmed with the car, but yeah. As in, like, go with the curvature of the car. But no, I think that works. A bit too big. Let's just make it a bit smaller. But yeah, try and stick to your laws. If you're making a car, there's certain laws they've got to stick to. Or maybe you're making a race car and you don't need lights at all. You can just put fake glass or something in. I'm going to make sure this is brake light, all black. Okay, cool. There we go. Like I say, the small details matter. We also have fog lights in the UK. I tend to grab this thing here. It's actually what is that one, I guess. And just make these small. And then just pop them down here somewhere. Anywhere will do. There we go. You can say they're your fog lights. And extra reverse lights. Is that what's set up for reverse? Yeah. No. Why is it not set up for reverse? Oh yeah. So you've got these little buttons up here. This will activate on any sort of lights, which don't work that well on BeamNG. They are broken. Hopefully they fix that sooner than later. It does my nutting that the lights are broken. Very irritating. But it's looking a bit bland, this bumper. So another tip for you. Grab some 3D moldings. You see how they've got dents and stuff and grooves and definitions on the car. So we're going to try and imitate some of that ourselves. So there's a weird spiky thing. Where is it? There you go. It's also got a little venting. So I'm going to stick that in here. Make it a bit smaller. Make it line up with the bodywork. Stick it in. Just a small bit of detail. But yeah, it adds some definition to the car and making it a little bit nicer. There's no reason why we can't just have two of these. I'm going to bring it down. Maybe flip it upside down, this one. Give it a completely... Wait. Give it a completely different angle so it matches other bits of the car. Yeah, and it's all lined up into the middle now. I like that. I don't think that's too bad. You can go crazy with them if you wanted to. Like I say, we had the bumper bar to put on yet. Where's that funky pack of trims? Where are they? Is it these ones? No, it's not these ones. Where are you? They need to number these or something. They always change the order that they're in as well. It's not very fun. Where are you? Where are you? It's a big pack of trim pieces. There we go, that's it. Now let's grab this long one, stick it in there, make it car colour. Make it car colour. Make it ginormously big. Oh yeah, 3D. See how it wrapped up and went up? It's because it's lined itself to the body panel. So just make it 3D. Put it straight. Maybe get to the size you want first. What we're going for, something like that. That looks quite natural. You can make it wider if you need to. Is it scaled still? Does that look off to you? Reset route. It was slightly off. Cheeky thing. Right, 2D. There we go. And then obviously you can make it bigger. You can line it up a bit better if you wanted to. There's no reason why. Also, I'm going to break it again. No reason why I can't line up that bumper there. And you can spin it to test if it's going to line up right. Right, so I need it to be a bit more angle. And then put it back into... Oh no, now I've ruined its snap, haven't I? That's sorted that out, apparently. Okay, now I've broken this. I've definitely broken this, haven't I? Oh, no. No, it worked, I think. I was trying to go along the crease. Looks like I've stuck along the crease. I've now hid my holes. I was going to make these more priorities, but I bet I just ruined it. Yeah, look, there's a bit of a gap there. That's annoying. That is annoying. But what I'm going to do is just move it down then. Move it to the next lower piece, which is about here. But I still want it. Yeah, that'll do. That's cool. So I'm going to grab that, make it 3D, make it a little bit wider. It'd be nice if we can get it right up to the rim. No, that'll do. Some detail. So that did look boring, and now it's got some detail. All covered up. And looking groovy. So there is other things you can add, like tow points. I believe there's some parking sensors you can install. Yeah, there you go, some parking sensors. Obviously, branding. You might have your names branded on the back. I'm going to be saving a video for all the small details. I'm going to be adding, like I say, the sensors, the names. I was meant to do that in the small details. There's some stuff like speakers and hooks and things. I wanted to put them in. The tail lights are now actually sticking through, aren't they? Because of the priority. That's annoying. I have to try and work out a way to fix that then. Probably just get rid of that one panel it's sticking through. Basically what I've just noticed there is when I was looking inside the car, now it looks not so bad. They are sticking through a little bit because I need to make them less deep. So I'll just get on this and then make them just a bit more less shallow. Make it a bit more shallow. And there you go, they're not sticking through anymore. Like, tiny bit there, but that's fine. But what we do have a problem of is, no, it's not even that one. I don't know what piece it is. It's going to be a bit of a mission to try and grab it. But is it going to be this piece? No. Is it one of the roof pieces? I don't know. Basically, there's a piece sticking in. It'd be nice to get rid of that. But if I was just to try and use the 3D over the top thing, it makes them disappear. So then I'd have to maybe get this and then... Aha, yeah, I can do that. And then... I don't get what's going on. Why does that not work? Okay, there's a 3D chunk in there as well. See that piece there? Grab it, because it's trying to grab through the body. Why is it not... We make the body invisible, you should be able to grab the panels underneath without having to try and get them from the inside, which is going to be a mission, because I can't grab it. But there's a 3D piece there, I need to sort that out. Small details, people, and we'll ignore that. Shall we? Right, there we go. So that's the front, not the front, the side and the back achieved. I hope you've learned something today. We could have gone a bit more crazy with the body panels and put them all on the car. But there is the case that the fact that I could have gone to paint, could have gone to, oh, there we were. I could have made these invisible, the front and back bumper. Just made them transparent. And then I could have gone back to the fixtures, gone to the 3Ds, gone to these, and I could have stuck these bumpers on. They're a bit more creative, I guess. And actually got exhausts on some reason, but I don't know how well they work, like, if they're going to break the car or not, because they look like, to me, it's a bit far away from its point. You know what I mean? I wonder if that would just break the car, putting this on there. It would have looked quite cool, though. It would have looked quite cool. If you can line it up right. If you can find the right body for these panels, or the right car that they fit on. This might be quite a fun thing to do one day, is just get all the panels and put them on. And then you'd want to export it so the panels fall off, wouldn't you? Surely. So you can break them off like you can do in BeamNG. Something to look into, that. Something to look into. Anyway, I hope you're liking this stuff. Please hit that like button if you made it to the end. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. We've got a lot more steps to do till this car's perfect. We've got some fine eyes, like there's odd bits of trim that don't match the right colours and things like that. I think it'd be nice to make them all match. A bit more stuff to do on the inside, like some speakers and things, like little bits and bobs, little small details that really make the car look realistic and pop out a bit better. Thanks very much for stopping by. I'll hopefully see you in the next one, like I just said. Keep it real, stay safe, and share that love. Bye-bye!